Hey hippies, what's happening? It's Jack here. Just wanted to go over a rifle right quick. This is a M9130 Mosin Nagant, Soviet-made World War II / whatever, lots of other wars rifle, and all of the fixings. This is pretty much a video response to Matt over at Never Enough Ammo's channel. He kind of inspired me to do a little bit of work on this one, so I just kind of wanted to say thanks and show mine. I've refinished the stock as well. I did the whole sanding it down and staining it and using the True Oil method, and it turned out pretty daggum well. And it is not going to let you see how well because it won't focus. I really need to get a better camera. Sorry guys. This rifle is a fantastic rifle for anyone who really wants to get into shooting, just because they are dirt cheap. I think I picked up this whole entire package for like 150 bucks. And for a rifle that was made in, I don't know how well you can see it, but hang on, let me get the camera cord out of the way. It was made in 1942, and you can still see the Soviet hammer and sickle crest in the top of the rifle, which I thought was wicked cool. Hang on, let me do the traditional FU for the safety people. It is unloaded, but if it were loaded, it would probably be loaded with something like this. This is a Soviet 7.62 by 54R rifle round. This is a very common round, which makes it fun to shoot just because it is very cheap to shoot as well. You can buy them, these ancient packs of Russian ammo. You can actually buy them up in the spam cans, which are a fantastic deal. This round is common to the Mosin Nagant, as well as the like the PSL style rifles, the Dragunovs, whatever, as well as like the PKM machine guns. But I'll talk about, I've got a PSL as well. I'll probably show that one off at a later date. But this one's focusing on the Mosin Nagant. Standard Russian rifle. These have been around for a long time. The 91 actually stands for 1891, which was when the rifle was designed and created. We'll start up here at the top. It has a colossal bayonet, which is basically a flathead screwdriver if you need it to be. Very long, very not sharp, and I'm sure very painful to any Nazis that really wanted to get in its way. It is attached to the end of the muzzle, which they made it very difficult to take on and off, because from what I've understood, a lot of the Russian training, they wanted them to be able to shoot with the bayonet on there. I don't like to shoot with the bayonet on there because it really affects the accuracy. I mean, you're talking about a rifle where you can peg just about whatever you wanted to all the way out to 200 yards. It's about as good as I've gotten this thing to shoot. Versus with the bayonet on, it's going to be, you're lucky if you can hit anything at 30 yards. The sight post. It is just your typical like globe sight post. It is actually adjustable, believe it or not. You can smack the globe around right here and move it from side to side. And I believe there's actually a sight adjustment tool that you can go in there and adjust it as well. It has a cleaning rod in it that attaches to a lot of the cool little bag of stuff that came with it. To keep it clean, it's a very easy to maintain rifle, fantastic shooter. Another tool that it came with is this guy right here. It took me a long time to really figure out what this is for. This is for actually head spacing the bolt. If you guys want, I can do another video like really breaking this down, but for right now this is just kind of to show off and say thanks to Matt over at Never Enough Ammo. But basically the way that it works is you line this up with the prongs on the outside of your bolt, and you're supposed to be able to get the firing pin protrusion to where it fits in between these two, so that way you're not going to light strike the primer, or you're not going to have the firing pin go all the way through the primer and scare the ever-living piss out of you when it goes off. Let's see here. It has a full-on wooden stock. I'm not sure what the wood is, but it is decent wood. I have yet to have a problem with it. You can see back here, it has the refinishing mark right here, and it's really typical to be able to tell if it's been refinished, just because I don't know how well y'all are going to be able to see this, but right here you can see that the stock has actually been cut and refitted with a new piece of wood as well. When I refinished it, I was foolish and I dropped it and chipped the stock a little bit right there. Oh well, whatever. The rifle holds 5 rounds. It is very, very typical to old world rifles, just because it is fed from a magazine, and it's also meant to be loaded from a stripper clip. These 5-round stripper clips, I'm not sure how like historically correct they're going to be, but basically they would slide into the top of the rifle, and your ammunition would just be mushed down into the chamber, and after that, slam the bolt home, drop it over, and it's ready to fire. For a 70-year-old rifle, this thing shoots phenomenally well. It's not one that I like to shoot on the reg just because I've got cooler rifles to shoot, but it is a lot of fun to mess with. It's definitely a rifle round. I mean, you can feel it when it goes off. The rear sights back here, these are a very, very generously adjusted sight for out to, I think, 2,000 meters by depressing these 2 pieces here and moving it forward and lining it up with the number that you're wanting to shoot. Like that would be 700 yards or 700 meters. It should adjust for your distance shooting, but I've really haven't messed with that much. The package comes with all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, these things really are just a little piece of history, which is neat. I mean, it comes with a sling, comes with the bayonet, comes with these wildly marked Russian oil/solvent cans, which is kind of weird because there is no divider in this one in here, so I don't know why you'd want the 2 little nozzles or whatever. Also comes with a ammo pack as well as a toolkit for it. Should have just about all the stuff that you need, and I'm sure that there's other people that have a little bit more in-depth reviews of it. This is me just kind of trying to show it off. However, check this out. This is kind of a cry for help. The receiver screw, I actually gave mine to someone else because I really was never planning on firing this rifle. This lower screw right here, and I have, and I love it, so I'd really like to find another one of those, and I haven't been able to. If anyone knows where I can get one, that would be fantastic. Please just let me know. Let's see here. As far as field stripping it goes, it is traditional Russian simplicity. Pull the bolt back, squeeze the trigger, and the bolt will slide right out. As far as breaking the bolt down, it's wicked easy as well. I don't really think I can do it with one hand, but in essence you turn it so that it's cocked and it'll release this piece, and you can also you can't slide the guide rod out. Well, actually, yeah, you can slide that out and use that to pull the firing pin out as well and get it cleaned up, get it good to go. I've polished out a lot of the pieces of this bolt to where this thing, I mean, Jesus, it cycles so phenomenally well. But it is a lot of fun to play with. Let's see here. If you wanted to get one, I highly recommend it. Just because, like I said, it's cheap. Ammo's cheap. It's a fun rifle to shoot. I mean, it's definitely a big step up from something, say, a 22 or whatever. But let's see here. Also, once you first get them, a lot of these rifles, they're imported. This one you can see is imported by a company, ATI. And they're usually chock full of cosmoline. Cosmoline is a tasty mixture of gun preservative and crap. But to get that out, What I did was basically just clean it down with mineral spirits really well, soak all the bolt components, soak all the fire control group, which is super simple, by the way, and you're good to go. Basically putting it back together, refinishing it, whatever you want to do. Geez, I'm trying to think of cool stuff to say about this gun, but there's too much to even mention. I mean, let's see here. I also have a Nagant revolver, which was really cool, but unfortunately ammunition for that is so bloody expensive for what it is. It's honestly just not worth it to really go out and shoot it. But they're a lot of fun. I mean, the history behind these things is through the roof. If you've got the time, you can go through and you can find out what each and every single marking on this rifle means. I mean, you can trace its origins and really learn a lot about it and get a quick history lesson. But it's a fun rifle. It really and truly is. I definitely recommend grabbing one if you can. Right now, I think I've got too much information on this video and it's a little too long. So anyway, bye Mosin Nagant. Bye.